Well, hello there. And I am Dana Spencer, productivity coach for Keller Williams Louisville Highlands. And today we're talking about how to create a $200,000 calendar. And I know you might be thinking, how in the world am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you. And your future and your fortune is in your calendar and how well you manage your calendar. So when you think about getting leads and what are you doing consistently to get those leads? Well, you need to make sure that you allow on your calendar time to generate leads and to consistently generate leads because what's going to happen is you're going to, right now, you probably have a lot of time because you're a new agent potentially, and you have a lot of time in order to generate leads because you don't have any appointments right now. Maybe you don't have appointments to go consult with a buyer, or you don't have appointments on your calendar to go consult with the seller. So the challenge is to consistently do what causes the phone to ring, even when you start to get busy. Because what's going to happen is you'll spend hours lead generating, and then when the phone starts to ring and you start going on appointments, the danger is then you don't want to lead generate anymore. But guess what? If you stop lead generating, then the phone will stop ringing. And the goal is to have a business that does like this and not a business that does like this. So if you want your business to do like this, don't stop lead generating. And I'm going to show you the calendar. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what your calendar should potentially look like. So when we think about our calendar, you see here that I have time block doing the golden letter. So that's one of the strategies that I currently use in order to generate leads. So you should have time on your calendar for about 30 minutes a day for conversation, working with, if you contacting for fill out interviews, if you're going to reach out to people who have expired listings, if you're going to send out a letter, if you're going to focus on social media, whatever you're doing in order to generate those leads, that needs to be on your calendar. And it needs to be consistently on your calendar. So you can see I have 2 hours of the golden letter. So you got to figure out for you what is it that causes the phone to ring so you can double click into that. My coach showed me that. So there were some metrics with sending out 125 letters, for example. But if you need more business and you need business for the next 7 days, you need to do more. When we are in the shifting market, we must do more in order to get the results that we are looking for. So if right now you're reaching out to 5 or so a day or a week, whatever you're doing, and it's not producing the results that you wanted to produce, then it's a proven strategy. Reaching out to for sale by owners, that's a proven strategy. They will convert over to an agent at some point. Working expired, sending go to leaders. Like these are all strategies, or nothing. These are all strategies that work. But if you're not getting the results, doing open houses, if you're not getting the results, you need to do more. I promise you, you need to do more until it works because these are all strategies that have already worked for millions of agents and it will work for you. You just have to consistently do it and have the conversation so that you know how to handle those objections. So, in terms of your calendar, 30 minutes at least 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Shout out to Emily Baker. She said you need to practice at the level that you want to get paid. I love that when she says that. I'm going to run that back. You need to practice at the level that you want to get paid. Think about those athletes that are in the Super Bowl. Imagine how much they have practiced in order to get paid at that level. So if you want to be the Super Bowl player of your real estate industry, then definitely practice to the level that you want to get paid. So 30 minutes a day of practicing conversations, and then 2 hours a day of lead generation of your choice. Whether that looks like mailing out the golden letter, whether that looks like scheduling open houses, whether that looks like finding some expires, going door knocking, social media, all of the things consistently for 2 hours a day. And then you can put on your schedule in the afternoons, you can add, you can add time on your calendar in the afternoon. So let's say if I'm going to go on a listing appointment at 3 o'clock, then I can put that on my calendar. And then when I get someone who actually is going to fulfill that spot, I can put their name in there, but I want to have a placeholder for appointment so that when you're working with a potential buyer or potential seller, you can say, I have Monday at 3 open or Tuesday at 1. Which one of those works best for you? You don't want to say, oh, whatever day next week works for you. No. Professionals know what their calendars look like and they're able to say when they are available for appointments. And then another key code that I like with the appointments is you can go in here and based off of the colors, you can name the appointments and you can switch the colors. So you see here how I have listing appointments. I've changed the name to the color and I can save it like that. And so I know Tara does a little cheat code to where she'll go ahead and put appointments on her calendar, and then when she fills them, she'll change the color. So I love that strategy because what's that doing? That you're able to look at your calendar very quickly and say, "Oh, I need 2 appointments this week," or "I haven't set my 2 appointments. Let me get busy." So your calendar is the key to your paycheck. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Your calendar is the key to your paycheck. And so if you've not done the economic model to where you know exactly how many appointments you need to go on in order to reach your income goal, then maybe we'll do another video with that, but you definitely want to make sure you know exactly how many appointments you need every single week in order to achieve your income goal. So I hope that was helpful for you. So in order to have $200,000 business, your calendar has to be $200,000 worthy. That's plotting time every single day, at least Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, for conversations and handling objectives. 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, or at least 5 days a week of lead generation. And then based off of your goals, how many appointments do you need to go on every single week? That needs to be on your calendar so that you're able to speak those days to a potential buyer or seller so you know what time slot you need to fill. And then the last thing that I will say is you got into this business because you probably don't want to work for somebody else or you want to make a ton of money, whatever your reason is, it's not optional, right? So if you have a time block for lead generation from 9 to 11, and you have a seller that says, I would like to meet at 9, and they can't meet at your other time block for appointment, maybe you go ahead and allow them to meet at 9 o'clock. But yet, this is what you do. Instead of not doing it at all, you just move your time block to another time so that it's still on your schedule, but it's not optional. Your business is flexible, but lead generating is not optional. So if you go ahead and meet with that seller or the buyer at 9 o'clock, then that means you have to move lead generation time later on in the day. Or if you are a dual career agent where you currently have an 9 to 5 and you're allotting X amount of hours a week to work and things come up, maybe you had to stay late at the office or whatever, make sure you move that time to another time, preferably during the day, that same day, or push it to the weekend, but just make sure you continue to do those activities so that you too can have a $200,000 calendar. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you have any other questions, go ahead and text the word coach to my number, and I'm happy to continue the conversation and help you with other tips steps that's going to help you to get that $200,000 income that you have been desiring. So text the word coach to 941-326 DANA, 941-326-3262. Until next time,